But quick layers. I was out practicing mine in the morning a lot. Just put out every 5, 6, 7 minutes and I was hose water. Show your own made sample. Get it in the shovel. Sweep the center around the whole edges.
And then after the games, we sweep the whole thing usually, or he does, or something else.
Oh, Peter, thank you.
No problem.
I was going to call you and ask you to do my stick, but then I forgot. 3 on 3.
A little better.
No checking? Yeah, plastic inside of it. I think it was either that night or like 2 nights later. And every year it's just gotten
How about putting one in there?
You can't shoot. 2 years ago.
Want another one?
Let's go to this. You just drop that? I'll hit him.
Don't hit me.
You are insured, right?
Still don't want to hurt.
Somebody use the microwave. You are lying.
That's all right. You know what? That's fine.
Good.
Mark, get out of the way. I'll get the lights coming on.
All right.
You know, if one was higher, they would sit behind that bush.
Who knows? I'm gonna grab a puck with the lights come on and land one right in there.
I'm not going to be shooting.
Built to scale or no?
When I was little, we used to play on time out.
You guys want to face off or whatever, go right ahead. You got a ref too, huh?
Is this going to be on tonight?
Yeah. Pretty rare.
Yeah.
our scores here.
We played who cares?
It's Scott and Pete versus Stevie and George.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Scott has a goal,
Track of
and
all
Steve
the
has a
games
goal.
with all the scores.
And that's it.
Right,
We
run
play
the
up to 11. And once we reach 11, we just tie up new teams and start over again. We keep standing upstairs. What did we play? 15 games so far?
Something like that?
Keep track of goals for, goals against, the whole, everything but assists and saves.
You come up with a name for the league yet?
What is it?
Well,
We have two.
Well,
Yeah.
there's two. One after my grandfather, Butter in the East Pond League. That's his name.
Yeah, he's Hungarian. So we have the Hungarian flag over there for him. And, that's the only league we name. The league name we have. Blog League. We call it the garden because this is my parents' garden.
So we stole it from her.
Stop, paper! Hey, look. I want to check the replay tonight to see if I can go to the...
Luke? 10 minutes ago.
Hurry up. Okay.
Just make your comments loud so he can hear you.
What do you?
He's a little deaf.
I'll start. I don't care. Hold on. I stand still. I can't see. What do you want me to say?
I'll ask you.
You're right.
You can look at me and
Good.
you're all about it.
Yeah.
How'd this all start?
Olympics 1980, USA versus Russia. We got so psyched up. We came out that night, built a little one, firewood, plastic. Just had a good time. Every year, Peter's developed it since then. And it got to this 52 by 26, 8 inches of ice, lights, the whole shebang. A lot of fun.
What's the name?
The Butternut Eastbond Memorial Garden. Nothing to do with the Boston Garden. You might see the 33. It's my parents' garden is what this used to be. Hopefully it will be again in the spring. We'll see though.
I'm sure they tell you that all the time too, right?
Yeah, well, we'll see. They worked last year. You know, every year they get their plants back and we get our rink back.
Okay, take me on a tour of the garden here.
Peter, take one on a tour. Your
Hold
rink.
on. Stay with me.
All right. Am I moving or am I staying?
Yeah, you're moving.
Yeah, people at home don't know what this looks like, so tell me what
All right,
this is all about.
we're going to take it from over here from the house. You come out of the house, so the property is 120 by 90 feet. And on the other side, we have a smaller portion. On this side, we have the bigger one. We have pine trees here, which is the key factor. It blocks most of the sun. It gets 35, 36 degrees, but over here, a lot of it's protecting. The sun sometimes reaches over here, and it melts a little over here. The garage gives us a good background. It's a second wall, so the pucks don't go flying. We have neighbors over here, and they're both very understanding. They, you know, we come when we playing, they're like, that's okay, we used to be kids too. We have to shovel a path, and the whole thing is shoveled by hand. We have a fireplace that's been here forever. My brother is a pyromaniac, so he likes to play out here. We have, this was a dollhouse when we first started. We moved here 30-some years ago. The girls would play out here. Now it's our little shack. We keep the pucks, the sticks, firewood. Sometimes our nephews come out and they watch us play. And if I could just bring you further on, this half over here is the garden, and the other half is the lawn. And when in the fall I had to come out, and we had to even it out because there's probably about a foot gap. So during the fall I had to rake everything over so it's nice and level underneath. And we have the neighbors over here again with their firewood. We'd set up a little chicken fence so the puck stops a little better. We have 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 lights, I guess. Started out as 2, and every year it gets to 3 or 4. Now it's just gotten up to 5 lights. And we have man-made goals that we made. And yeah, we would like to build a dome someday, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. And it's just, we each chip in 10, 15 bucks a year, and my brothers don't live around here, so I maintain it most of the time, but everything else is just come out and we just water it and water it and water it. So there's no plastic underneath. It's just ice on solid ground.
So how do you compare some of this stuff to like an NHL rink? I mean, you got boards. Show me your Zamboni. I mean,
Our Zamboni is my
We don't have to do Zamboni there yet, though.
And my brother made this for us, and it's just, you get behind it. After each game, we want to clear the ice, so everything's clear. And we just keep going back and forth, and it just clears a nice path. Sometimes the goals lift out. We have posts underneath, so the goals can lift right out, so we can sweep underneath. I don't know, we have 2x4s going into the ground behind the board, so that's what keeps it solid. Once the ice freezes in the round, it just keeps it nice and hard. And the secret is, for me, is to come out and water it often and not a lot, or else a lot of times the water will seep underneath. My brother goes to his dentist, and he wanted to build one, and he gets air pockets because he puts too much water in, and a lot of the water seeps out and leaks out. But this is, I mean, 10 years we've been doing this, so I know it pretty well.